Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon What? So now that we're done exploring around all of the major areas that we can go to during the post game, well, aside from the Abyssal Ruins, as I said previously, I am not going to. As I said previously, I am not going to bother with that. Yeah, I am now just going to be doing the daily stuff, and I'm just going to be showing off more of the important battles that we can still do during the post-game, and then that will be it. But first off, we're going to start things up by once again battling the Richest family again. Now, as you can see, yeah, even if you try to talk to the other members of the family, don't just say, you first must battle them, you must battle them, you must battle them in the exact same order that you fought them against before. So, yeah, that's why it's probably going to get a little bit tedious if you want to be able to, battle every single one of them again. But anyways, now since we're just gonna be here a while, I guess I'll go over the Pokemon that we've been seeing so far that have made appearances in the anime. Now starting off with Weasel. Now Weasel, now even after the Sinnoh anime has definitely made several appearances in the other anime series after that. Well, the only time Weasel made an appearance during the Black and White anime was one episode where Ash and the gang met these twin brothers, who had the Drillbur and Braviary. Yeah. and also during that episode they caught not only the Weasel but also a Corphish. And then after that, I'm pretty sure Weasel did not make appearances in the, pretty sure Weasel did make several appearances in the Kalos anime, I forget. I'm pretty sure, oh no wait, he didn't. Yeah, now I remember he didn't. Now, he honestly doesn't show up. Now, he does. Now, we do see Weasel at least a few times in the Alola series. And we did see Weasel at least a few times in Journeys. Although the majority of appearances Weasel got in Journeys was once again Ash's Weasel. And then in Horizons is where we did get at least a few appearances of Weasel after that. Yeah, we did see at least Weasel at least twice in Horizons. Yeah. And then as for Teddiursa, now Teddiursa still has made quite a few appearances, but not a whole lot. Now, it's definitely made a few background appearances in Kalos, and it's only made one appearance in Alola, and then has made a few appearances in Journeys here and there. But then Horizons, we definitely got one major Teddiursa appearance during Horizons, and that was of course from Caddy's Teddiursa. Oh yeah, now we're finding this woman, and now we're finding the next member of the Richest family. She starts off with Bronzor. And as you can see, Bronzor essentially has the same sprite from Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, but when it comes to Bronzor's animation, yeah, Bronzor definitely likes to move around a lot. Bronzor definitely really likes to move around a lot. yeah, as you might have saw with that animation of his. Yeah. But anyways, now moving on. Now, after Teddiursa is Lopunny. Now, even to this day, Lopunny still doesn't get that many appearances in the anime. Even though it only got several appearances during the Sinnoh anime, it still hasn't gotten that many appearances after that. Or even ever. Like, the only times that Lopunny does show up is that was the Zarude movie, the X and Y Mega Evolution special. Yeah, and even the special animation essentially promoting every single Pokemon that got a Mega, got a Mega within Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And then the last major appearance in the actual episodes that Lompity gets was during the episode where Team Rocket first encounters Mimikyu. Yeah, it was when Meowth got caught up in that darkness from Mimikyu. Yeah, and he thought it was going after Glaceon, Gardevoir, and Lompity. Yeah, that was essentially the only major appearance of Lompity that we really get. The only one left. Yeah, I still find that pretty insane. Yeah, I still wish that Lompity still got more appearances in the anime, but unfortunately it does not. But anyways, now moving on to Kangaskhan. Now, even to this day, even though Kangaskhan was around since Gen 1, Kangaskhan still doesn't get that many appearances still. Yeah, even nowadays, the only time where Kangaskhan really got any major screen time was actually during the Alola anime, when we saw not only a Kangaskhan that Brock helped out when he and Misty visited Alola. And then we saw a Kangaskhan being utilized by Alima during the Alola League. And we even see that Kangaskhan actually Mega Evolve too. And then during Journeys, the only major appearance that Kangaskhan really got was actually in the very first episode of Journeys. Yeah, in the very first episode of Journeys, where Pikachu, back when he was a Pichu, was actually being taken care of by a Kangaskhan. Yeah, and then Kangaskhan has only gone 2 appearances in Horizons, but that's really about it. Yeah, but again, I wish that Kangaskhan definitely got more appearances in the anime, but unfortunately, it does not. But anyways, now that I'm back in the Big Stain Smart Court again, it's time for more battles against them. Yeah, now we're fighting against the Ace Trainer, who we've not actually faced against before. Yeah, and as you see, we are now fighting a Jynx. Now, as you can see, now I want to say this sort of looks like the same. It sort of looks like the same sprite that I got from Diamond and Pearl. But instead, Jynx, yeah, it's more so Jynx's facial expressions. Yeah, I want to say the only differences for Jynx between the Diamond and Pearl sprite and this one is, I want to say it's its face, really. Yeah, I want to say that's only really about it. But then we have Vaporeon here. But yeah, as you can see, Vaporeon on the other hand definitely gets a brand new sprite this time around. Well, actually, Vaporeon already did with it not only Platinum, but also Heart Gold and Soul Silver as well. But yeah, considering that it's EV and all the evolutions, yeah, that's where they usually get all the major screen, the majority of the treatment, really. But anyways, congratulations, Zekrom, for reaching level 69. Oh yeah, here we go. Now she also has Gliscor. Yeah, I just had to do that again. considering this Gliscor. But anyways, now Gliscor here essentially utilizes the same sprite from a Platinum. Now, as you saw with its animation, Gliscor really likes to utilize its claws to be able to be able to look like it's about to do something to you, it's about to do something to you. Like it really wants to claw you with those. But anyways, now we're done with you. Now, I'm pretty sure the other two guys we've seen are trainers that we've already faced. And I'm pretty sure there are guys that we have already faced up against. Yeah, that punk and that battle girl. Yeah, we've definitely faced up against them before. But anyways, now moving on to Mighty Yenna. Now Mighty Yenna, even to this day, yeah, even after Hoenn and Sinnoh, where it definitely got not a whole lot, but a few appearances in them. Yeah, Mighty Yenna essentially disappeared from the anime until it started only making background appearances during the Kalos anime, and then it only made one appearance in Journeys, and it has only gone, and so far it has only gone for one appearance in Horizons. So yeah, Mighty Yenna, even to this day, still hasn't made that much appearances still. She, even after its absence until Kalos. Yeah, and it definitely made another absence during the entirety of the Alola anime. Yeah. Excuse me. But anyways, now for Crawdaunt, which, just like Mighty Yenna, even to this day, even after the Sinnoh anime, and also Hoenn, still doesn't get that many appearances still. Now, it definitely made one major appearance during Alola. That one Crawdaunt that was essentially the reason how Kiawe first met his Turtonator, and then for Journeys, only made one appearance in Journeys. And it has not made an appearance in Horizons so far. Yeah, not a single one right now. Yeah. Again, yeah, Crawdaunt is also another Pokemon that I wish we got to see more often of. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Then as for Skuntank, yeah, Skuntank is another example of being completely absent from the anime after Sinnoh, until it actually got to come back for Journeys, where it definitely made plenty of appearances, thanks to the one that was utilized by Team Rocket, and then by a Team Rocket, and then we saw the return of Jupiter's Skuntank during the Arceus Chronicles. Yeah. But even now, we still have not seen Skuntank even after that. Yes, Skuntank is yet to make an appearance in Horizons as well. Yeah, but anyways, now for this guy we're facing, we actually finally get to see Zangoose. Yeah, after not encountering one, not only during Route 11, but also the Village Bridge. But anyways, as you can see, now this sprite of Zangoose almost looks like the same one from its Gen 4 sprite. Yeah, just almost. Yeah, they almost look very similar, but I want to say its sprite is almost a tiny different than the one we got, to the one we get here. Yeah, honestly, I'm not fully entirely sure on that. Okay, now since we're just gonna be fighting, yeah, the same trainers again. Yeah, now I may as well just go over, now I may as well go over, now I may as well go over, now I may as well go over, Hitmonchan. Now, while Hitmonchan, just like with Kangaskhan, now, no, Hitmonchan, during the Kanto and Johto anime, definitely got plenty of appearances, but then after that was when Hitmonchan stopped making the majority of appearances now. Yeah, we only saw Hitmonchan a few times during Hoenn, and only like once during Sinnoh, and then another one appearance, and then another one appearance during the Alola anime. And then Hitmonchan started making only several appearances in Journeys. Well, that was only more so due to the fact that that was more so due to the fact that Go-Gum won. And it has only made one appearance in Horizons. So yeah, once again, yeah, even though Hitmonchan did show up more often within the Kanto and Johto anime, but after that was when Hitmonchan just stopped making any majority appearances. Okay. Then as for Pokemon that we're just gonna face up against, that being a Mamoswine. Now after Dawn's Mamoswine, Mamoswine definitely made at least a few appearances in the Black and White anime. Well, one of them was of course a Dawn's again. But then it was that other Mamoswine that defeated Silence Brothers. And then Mamoswine at least made one appearance during the Kalos anime, and has made several appearances during Journeys. But once again, one of them was Dawn's again. And yeah. And it has made at least one appearance during and it has made only one appearance during the Horizons anime. So yeah, I wish we got to see more Mamoswine that was not Dawn's. But as everyone with that said, it's time to do some more off-screen training. And so to the next part, I'll see you guys next time.